Ford Field. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for the Iowa State Cyclone, David Montgomery. He'll take this forward for about a yard at best. Quinyon Mitchell up to make the stop. Here's 2nd and 9. One more time for Montgomery. And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage. 3rd and long. They'll run the draw with Gibbs. And he's only going to be able to get back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. 3 plays, no first downs. Time for 4th down.
At this stage of the game, Mike, it's clear this play caller is not looking to take a lot of chances. Let the game settle in. Let your offense find their groove. If you pop a draw, great. If not, brings up...
Oh, and now look at this. It's a fake. Oh, what a mess here. It is intercepted. And he's going to give his offense a short field to work with as they look for their first points of the game. To the air right away is Hurts. That's complete to his big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that any time a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
Here's Barkley. They'll come up with nothing there. Fortunate just to get back to the line. And that'll set up 2nd and goal. Now it's Hurts. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
That's to the end zone, but they can't get it. It's incomplete. John Johnson was the intended receiver there. And now it's 4th and goal. Elliott's kick is good. And the Eagles will take a 3-0 lead.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
This will be returned from the 6. And he will only be able to muster the 20-yard line on that return. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. His first throw of the game is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Darius Slay.
This is an area of the offense, Mike, that's going to have to find its rhythm now as this game unfolds. They talked all week, come out early, get some completions, settle down this quarterback. Well, in return, he throws an early pick. It's too early to go away from the game plan. There's a lot of game left, but this passing game is going to have to get on track throughout the rest of this game.
He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a first down.
And this is something the defense knew they had to contain coming in today, Mike. They worked all week on containing this quarterback. But here we are, early on in the game, a nice scramble there, good yardage, and he's able to pick up the first down.
Second and 7. Once again, it's Barkley. He did a good job of making one man miss, but could not get away from this defense in the end. It turns into a loss of yardage. They need 8 as they come up for third down. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. He's got the 2021 Heisman winner. That's Devontae Smith. And the Eagles are going to have a first and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Here's a run. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Kenneth Gainwell. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
They move Laporta, sending him in motion. They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. That one never got started. Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield. So after the loss on first, here's second and 14. Goff with the give to Montgomery. Can he get away? No! He's going to be taken down behind the line. The run game not helping him out those last 2 plays, thus 3rd and 16.
He was brought down by Zach Warren. A gain of 7. It's 4th down.
So on 4th down, the Lions send out Jack Fox to punt. The Lions call their... They send Britton Covey back deep. On 4th down, here comes Jack Fox to kick it away. Britton Covey deep for the Eagles. Now how about this? It's a fake. Now a ball deep, middle of the field. And the Eagles are going to take over just shy of midfield. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he's out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line. That pickup, good for 29 yards. And in motion is Brown. He's taken down just shy of the 10. He can still get a first down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. This one caught at the 4. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Hurts going to hold on to this one. And this one's blown up. It's back at the 5-yard line now.
The decision whether to keep the ball or to hand it to the back happens so fast. In this case, the quarterback thinks it was a keep read. The defense was there ready to stop him. Tackle for loss.
This is intercepted. Look at him go. And the Lions are going to take over just shy of midfield.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
And he's going to wind up losing yardage here. And that will take us to the end of the opening quarter of play.
Lions, nothing.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Here's Montgomery. And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, has been the case this entire first half. It's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up 4th down.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down. They'll go for it. Here's Goff. That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on 4th and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on downs. 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. He'll work this ahead for 2, maybe 3. Brian Branch in on the tackle. They face 2nd down and 7. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. Hurts. He'll try to run for it.
Good awareness there on 3rd down. He's thinking there's nothing there, tuck it, and head for the sticks. He's able to get the 1st down himself, avoid any big contact, and the biggest thing is he keeps the drive alive.
They run out of the gun with Barkley. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
Really nice job by the interior of this offensive line. It typically just takes one guy to distort the defense to give the back enough room to operate, and that's exactly what they did here, and it led to a big gain.
Barkley's got the 1st down and more. The speed on display. He's in. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Eagles. Elliott, good on the extra point. And the Eagles move further out in front. It is now 17-0. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Now return coming from the 7. He'll come across the 20 and take him down at the 21-yard line. Now Detroit's going to use their second timeout. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. On the ground, Montgomery to start the drive. And he's going to be stuck well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere. They'll stay on the ground. Again, Montgomery. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up 3rd down. Here's Goff. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down. Like, living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Oh, look at this. It's a fake. Oh, what a mess here. It is intercepted. Picked off by their rookie corner. And he's going to be out of bounds, but he has his offense set up in great field position inside the red zone. Here's 1st and 10. Hurts now. And he's into the end zone. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Philadelphia. His 2nd touchdown of this 1st half. Elliott on now for the PAT. He gets it to go, and the Eagles are able to extend out to a 24-0 lead. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. This one taken at the 7. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Goff to throw on 1st down. Now here's another ball that's intercepted. Picked off by Nakobe Dean.
Well, Mike, once again, this drive, it ends the same way their last one did, walking off the field following an interception. Now, you're hoping this is more momentary struggle than it is a trend, but as hard as it is to do, they need to get calmed down. They need to reset because their offense cannot operate at a high level if they don't have confidence in this passing game.
That is caught. What a throw. A.J. Brown. Touchdown, Eagles.
All week, we're going to see this play be run over and over as a highlight of the quarterback and the receiver. But, Mike, the part that people don't give enough credit to, in order to get a downfield shot, you have to have time, and what a great job by the offensive line, allowing the quarterback to be comfortable enough in the pocket. Let those deeper routes develop, be on time and accurate with the ball, and that's why this play is going to be a highlight all week. Let's give the big guys up front some credit.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Here's Craig Reynolds to return.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 8-yard line.
So they start this on the ground with Montgomery. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
They'll run with Montgomery. Look at him stay on his feet as he's able to shimmy his way for a gain of about 5. 3rd and a yard. From the gun, it's Goff. That one on target to Williams. He's got it. A gain of 11 on that one. good for a Lions first down. Now Goff. And for the third time in this first half, he's been intercepted. Picked off by Quinyon Mitchell. And he is going to score. A pick six for the touchdown. Elliott now for the extra point. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll go play action with Goff. First down throw there is incomplete.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
Well, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly, it is 3rd and 10. Goff gives it to Gibbs. Here's the Lions punt team now. And he's going to lose yardage on this return. Tried to retreat, but is covered up. On first down, it's Hurts. Quick slant into the hands of Smith. And he's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. Now Jalen Hurts on second down. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. This time they stay on the ground. And this is going to be an Eagles first down as the tackle's made at the 23-yard line. They'll stay on the ground with Barkley. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
With the score, Eagles 38, Lions nothing.
Hi, Coach. Thank you. 2 very different halftime speeches by these head coaches, that's for sure, as we get set for half number 2. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The 3rd quarter is underway. For the return, here comes Britton Covey. They finally get him down, but he gets all the way up close to the 40-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Now Hurts. That's to the outside. He's got Smith. And he will go all the way. Devontae Smith. Touchdown, Philadelphia. On is Elliott to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Eagles will add one more onto their big lead. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Now return coming from the 7. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, nothing more.
The integrity of the defense, Mike, is based on every defender holding their gap. That's exactly what we saw out of this defensive tackle. Not only did he hold his gap, he's able to shed his block and make the play.
Here's a 3rd and 10. Now, Goff. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. The Lions will punt this ball away. Oh, and now look at this. It's a fake. And he is going backwards. Good coverage there to make sure he did not get free. Hurts to the air on 1st down. The ball comes out. The Lions have got it.
Something these running back coaches preach all the time, Mike, is you can't sacrifice the ball for additional yardage. And I think we had a case of that going here. I love the effort. I love the fight. But it can't come at the expense of the ball. Everything in football is about protecting the ball itself. And in this case, just a little bit too loose with it. They're able to pop it loose, and that's a big turnover.
2nd and 11. Now Montgomery. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 10.
Goff to throw. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Darius Slay. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. Here's Elliott for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Eagles add on to their already sizable lead.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. This will be returned from the 6. And he will get back to only about his 20-yard line. That's where the drive will start.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Montgomery. And he'll get forward for about a yard. Josh Sweat there on the tackle. Here's a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 21-yard line.
Goff to throw. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
You know, Mike, the one thing that we used to say is it didn't matter how good you were or how long you played. Eventually, you were just going to have one of those days. And I think for this quarterback, he's got to be able to move on from this pretty quickly because This is about as bad a day in the office as you can imagine.
He is in. Dallas Goedert. Touchdown, Eagles. The offense and Hurts ready for this two-point attempt. They'll look to throw. And he is not going to get in. Stop on the try for two. The lead remains right where it is. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. He fields it at the 8. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line. Patrick motioning here. Goff going to throw here on 1st and 10. A hit, and he has lost the football. But he'll gather it back in. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. And this will not be a spike. He faked it. And that is incomplete. A little trickery with a fake spike, but it does not pan out.
Some shades of Dan Marino in that vintage play of the fake spike touchdown, but in this case, wasn't nearly as deceptive and wasn't...
And he's just throwing ducks up there. Another ball intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Reed Blankenship.
Well, Mike, this is entering the wrong kind of rarefied air. I mean, as in, it's only happened a handful of times since the turn of the millennium rare. It's an entire season's worth of picks thrown in just one game. I think at this point, you junk the playbook, you light it on fire, and we're just going to start from scratch next week.
So now, after the interception, a sudden change situation. 1st and goal. He's got it at the 3. To the goal line and in. A.J. Brown. Touchdown, Philadelphia. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. The extra point by Elliott is good. And the Eagles stretch things out even further. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. This one taken at the 7. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Throwing here is Goff. This one complete to... Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. That'll be picked up by the Eagles.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step 1. You've got to secure the ball.
And he will score again. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Eagles. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. Elliott, good on the extra point. And the Eagles will extend this 3rd quarter lead. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. This is going to be taken in at the 3. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
On play action, Goff. A throw on the move is caught. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
And up until this point, we haven't seen a lot go their way, but here in the 3rd quarter, they're starting to find some plays. They're starting to get some opportunities. Just got to ask yourself if it's too little, too late. You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
On the ground, Montgomery. And that will get him back on schedule. Good pickup, 7, sets up 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll try and run it here with Montgomery. This will not do the trick. They've stopped it behind the line. 4th down coming up.
This is one of those down and distances where the offense really could either run or pass, but give credit to the defense. They sold out to stop the run, and boy, were they right. They take them down for a loss.
Now, how about this? It's a fake. Oh, but he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Oh, a dangerous throw there is intercepted. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
And this is going to go down as a pick, but it really was the pressure defensively that caused the interception. I mean, he was a little sloppy with his fundamentals, but I think it's as a result of the guy in his face led to that ball kind of sailing, inaccurate throw, and that's just really good team defense.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
The tackle made in his own 49.
Throwing on 2nd down. Goff. Got a man open. It's Patrick. And he'll be taken down.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
First and goal, and here's Montgomery. And he'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. So these two teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the receiver he was trying to target. And now 3rd and goal coming up. They'll run with Montgomery. And they are into the end zone for the first time today. David Montgomery. Touchdown, Lions. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. At least a little payoff with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough.
Now it's a fake. They'll flip it to the kicker. And this is not going to come close to fooling anyone. Hard to believe they thought that would work. It didn't, and they get nothing on the extra point. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. On 1st down, it's Hurts. That's caught left side by Goddard. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
And that throw just seems like the cherry on top of what has been an incredible day for this quarterback. And I wouldn't be surprised here late if we get to see the backup after this drive. And there's one guy in the stadium that has earned the right to stand on the sideline and relax. It's this quarterback.
The coverage too good downfield. They'll wind up taking him down.
That's a prototypical coverage sack. All 11 guys on the field doing their job. Starts with sound back-end coverage. Nowhere to go quick with the ball. The quarterback has no chance but to extend the play. Look for something late developing downfield. That was all the time this front needed to chase him down and bring him down for a sack.
And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down. To throw is Hurts. Now a screen set up for Barkley. Saquon Barkley! And he's got another one! Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Make it 4 touchdowns for him on the afternoon. So add another touchdown and touchdown pass for that matter. He has thrown 6 already in this one. Amazing stuff. And he will get in for the 2. They open up the bag of tricks on the goal line and add a pair of points. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Reynolds now on the return. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. To throw is Goff. And more of the same. Another interception. Picked off by Darius Slay. And he's going to score again. How about that for a daily double? The 2nd defensive touchdown he's scored in this game. Elliott on now for the PAT. He's got it. And the Eagles will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. This returnable from the 4. And he'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Here's Goff. To get this complete, it's Williams over the middle. It's a gain of 16, and very quickly, a 1st down. And the Lions, 1st down. From the gun, it's Goff. This one caught by Patrick.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
You know, it's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the 4th quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive. I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
On 1st and 10, here's Goff. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Back to the air. It's Goff. And he's just throwing ducks up there. Another ball intercepted. Picked off by Quinyon Mitchell.
When you find yourself in this situation, like you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You've got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
And that one just kept getting worse and worse until finally they bring him down. Hurts working in the pistol. This one into the hands of Brown. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. Taking a shot downfield for Smith. Carlton Davis there defensively to break that one up.
Well, there's refusing to take your foot off the gas, and then there's this. I'm not even sure really how to classify. I mean, to have this type of lead in the 4th quarter and still continue to air it out. I'll tell you what, I'm going to pay attention to this after the game coach's handshake. I think could be pretty interesting.
Goff to throw on 1st down. Oh, the struggles continue. Another interception. Picked off by the safety, Reed Blankenship. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. Elliott now for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Eagles are going to extend their lead.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. On 1st down, it's Goff. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Goff. And more of the same. Another interception. Picked off by Quinyon Mitchell.
It's no secret, this offense has severely struggled to sustain drives this entire game, and the scoreboard, for the most part, Mike, it reflects that. I mean, that interception should, in essence, put an end to any lingering hope of a last-minute comeback.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. They'll run straight ahead with Barkley. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. 2nd down and 8. Man in motion is Smith. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
A gain of 15. And an Eagle 1st down.
Throwing is Hurts. That's to the right side, caught by Goddard.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. And they cannot contain him at all. He's into the end zone yet again. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Eagles. He has come alive after the break. His 3rd touchdown of the 2nd half. The extra point by Elliott is good. And the Eagles tack on one more to their lead.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. And they'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
At their own 27-yard line.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Now Goff. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. We'll try again. It's second and 10. Throwing, Goff. And more of the same. Another interception. Picked off by Darius Slay. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick six for touchdown. On is Elliott to add the extra point. The kick is good. And the Eagles are able to extend the lead.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Reynolds now on the return. And he'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
Now, Goff. Throwing left side, and it's taken in by Williams.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
And he's just throwing ducks up there. Another ball intercepted. Picked off by Quinyon Mitchell.
It's not often, Mike, that we get to sit here and witness history. I mean, he is officially one of one, the first player to ever pick off 5 passes in one game. It's taken a perfect performance, yes. Probably a little bit of luck, yes. But he's come through all game long, and he's earned his place in NFL history.
A pistol snap back to Hurts. He's got this complete. That's Smith. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. Here's Elliott for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Eagles are going to extend their lead.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Goff. The coverage too strong that time. The ball batted away and incomplete.
It's second down and 10.
On second down, Goff. He'll get that into the hands of Williams. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Goff going to throw here on first and 10. He throws right side down the field, and it is brought in. And we'll get whistles and a timeout, so they will stop the clock. Closing seconds, game decided, but timeout anyway. Goff to throw. And more of the same. Another interception. Picked off by Darius Slay. And he's going to go out of bounds, but a very nice return up past the 35-yard line.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, We'll see. Can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete, and that will do it. This one comes to an end. So it's a win here for the visiting Eagles. And they were able to run up a big point total here, higher even than the 72 points put up by Washington in 1966. That was the previous record. They were able to surpass it in this one. An incredible record-setting offensive performance. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.
Jake Elliott is out and ready to kick this one away. And we're off from Levi Stadium. It's Deebo Samuel with the return. Oh, he eats a hit to bring an end to that return right near the 25. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Running back sent in motion. Into the hands of Kittle. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
I can't tell you how nice it is to have a big, trustworthy tight end in the passing game. Such great size to have, and he forces those defenses to find a way to try to make...
Into a crowd, and intercepted! Picked off Reed Blankenship. And the Eagles take possession of the football. So the first drive of the game ends not in points, Brock, but in an INT.
And I get it. Opening drives aren't always going to end up with points or a touchdown. Good thing, though, there's a lot of opportunities left to make up.
He does it. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. Point after added on by Elliott. And the Eagles will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. And he gets up beyond the 20, but they plant him a few inches into the ground to end that return. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
Back to the air on 2nd, Purdy. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Eagles are stopped a little inside the 30. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Completed left side to Smith. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
He's on the move. And even on 3rd down, sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down. Jake Elliott out to put up 3 for the Eagles. Ball on the left hash, the distance 53 yards. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that will add to their score.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Samuel now to return it. He'll have a long field ahead of him, partners. He's wrapped up shy of the 15. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Got a man. McCaffrey has it. And he breaks even, but that's it. Brought down at that line of scrimmage. Nakobe Dean in on the tackle. Here's the first carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the deep.
Off to the races, middle of the field. The 30. The 10. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers reach pay dirt for the first time this game. It's a Brandon Ayuk touchdown. That score was less about the throw, although it was good, partner, but it was more about getting it to somebody who knew exactly what to do with it.
Well, Kate, it's a good thing the touchdown shows up on both their stat sheets, because sometimes, well, it's quarterback who delivers, and sometimes it's the effort after the catch. It really makes the magic happen.
Moody knocks that extra point through. And the 49ers cut it to a field goal game. Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. On the return, Britton Covey. This return makes it up to the 25. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. They'll go from the gun with Barkley. And that plunge is going to garner a couple of yards. Nick Bosa makes the stop. Only a couple there, hoping obviously for considerably more. And that's going to bring up 3rd and very long. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
He'll start from the 39. And a big hit on the return to stop him cold. 65 yards on the punt there. And the 49ers will go on offense. New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. They'll start this one on the ground with McCaffrey. And this is a nice gain that stopped at the 47. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Whiteout's getting involved in the ground game. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Big Jordan Davis getting there for the tackle. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2.
3rd down and 2.
Purdy setting up that play action. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
They'll run for this. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line. And that run won't come close. That's a turnover on downs. Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Option play, they give it to Barkley. And they stop him after a good run that takes him down inside the 40. Good rip on first down. That brings up 2nd and 2. Here's another carry for Barkley. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good for an Eagles first down. They go to Barkley again. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
That pass complete to get... Oh, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the 49ers.
I think the defense would have just settled for getting off the field with the takeaway, but they had a nice little present onto the end of it for their teammates who start this possession with much better field position.
The 49ers find themselves in a great spot to start this drive. 1st and 10 coming up. On the ground to begin the drive with McCaffrey. And he's swallowed up in the middle. No gain on the run. Zach Bond with the tackle. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Going run again with McCaffrey. He's contained at the line for no gain. Nakobe Dean in on the tackle. Stuffed at the line a 2nd time, and now it'll be 3rd and 10. Let's go. From the gun is Purdy. That's caught for the first. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Chance here for one final play before the end of the quarter. Shotgun, handoff to McCaffrey. And he manages to get back to the line, but no further, as we're at the end of one. So before they can set up for another play, we've hit the end of the first quarter. Scoreboard shows 10-7. Back to Levi's Stadium right after this. We're back, and it's 49ers football as we resume. They have it 2nd down, well inside of field goal range. Shotgun snap for Purdy. He completes it in traffic. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. From the gun, McCaffrey. And he's still looking for the play that sparks the ground game as that one stopped for a loss.
These stops, they don't always make the end-of-game highlight reels, but they absolutely should. The coaches and players know it. Offenses are always counting on yards on that type of run. And anytime it results in a loss, it could be a potential drive killer. That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
4th down now, and on comes Jake Moody for the 49ers field goal. A pretty automatic look for him from the left. Moody knocks it through. And we're all tied up now in the first half.
Oh, boy. That's cutting things just a little bit too close for comfort. All depends on the rotation of the ball at that point, whether it's going to bank in or come right back at you. That time, it worked out.
Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. Power squib kick is taken in. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Throwing now, following the turnover. It's Dotson on the catch. Racing down the left side. They rip off a huge chunk of field as the downs reset.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. Hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Philadelphia! The Eagles capitalize on that turnover and take the lead. Dallas Goedert the touchdown. Extra point up and good by Elliott. And the Eagles break that tie and now lead by 7.
49ers 10.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Fits it through the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Off the option, here's McCaffrey. And this defense offering no room at all up the gut there. No gain. Brought down by Jalen Carter. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
At their 48-yard line.
Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Oh no, they get him yet again! Picked off by Quinyon Mitchell. And the Eagles bring it all the way back inside the red zone before he's finally hauled down.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball. Right, you watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick six. Yeah, it stinks for the offense, but that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
1st down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
A humble 5-6-yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be marked down about 4 yards away from that 1st down marker.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
The throw is caught. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the 1st half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Point after added on by Elliott. And the Eagles double their lead to 14.
49ers 10. Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. This return starts at the 5. Big shot at the end of that return as he gets it just past the 20. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Play action now with Purdy. Flushed out of the pocket. It's on the turf, falls out, he lost it. And the Eagles get to it. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover. Well, that didn't take long, Brock. One play, and they're back out there.
Well, that's how a defense can make you awfully happy as an offensive player, especially when you screw it up and you fumble. The defense picks up that offense and puts them right back on the field.
What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
And he's brought down for a loss. So it's the 2-minute warning here from the home of the faithful. It's the Eagles looking at 3rd and 12. This one finds Goddard. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. Timeout taken by the defense. They're second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Looks like they will indeed try it 4th and 2. Motion man right is Smith. They're going a little pop pass here, sweeping across. He's within striking distance. What a play to beat the defense on 4th down. It's 23 yards and a first.
Gosh, I love that creativity of the play call. Name of the game is putting the ball in the hands of your best, your playmakers, creating matchups for them to take advantage. And this time, not as a receiver.
And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Eagles boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Well, Brock, not much to say other than the fact that this offense on point. They are just clicking today.
Just rolling. I mean, this is clinic. This is what I call teaching tape. Being well prepared, and more importantly, going out there and executing at a high level.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Samuel now to return it. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. This ball's cut by McCaffrey. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
It may have started off so small, but then he squirmed right through that initial traffic to find a lot more space to gash him. As far as shuffle passes go, Kate, the results don't get too much better than that.
And a man is there to knock that away.
Well, I'll tell you what, Kate, that's a really nice play in coverage. That linebacker looking like a quarterback on that play. Perhaps those cover guys could take some notes on how to stay in position and, most importantly, swat that pass away.
Purdy now on 2nd and 10. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Darius Slay has it. Oh, boy, they cleaned up the fumbling issues from the last drive, and now it's an interception that turns the ball over.
Yeah, and two very different tones and tenors on these two sidelines. One coach is pleading, begging for some ball security. The other is simply saying, keep it up, boys. Keep taking that ball away. Job well done.
Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
They got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Escapes the pocket. That's caught. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be at midfield now as he gets out of bounds. So we finished 2 quarters. A couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Ewart with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Barkley on the shotgun handoff. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Dre Greenlaw getting there for the stop.
You know, okay, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right, doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage, B, it sets up your play action, and C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
This one intended for the running back. And that'll bring up 4th and 3. On 4th down, Hurts. He connects downfield on 4th. And he will get the first as they touch him down.
Oh, so close to getting off the field. But the 4th down conversion keeps that defense out there. That was their shot to end this possession, sit on the bench to get their breath. And now they're going to have to buckle down to force another 4th down.
It's a gain of 12 there. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down. Barkley trying this up the gut. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs. Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Straight ahead, here's Barkley. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. They run it with Saquon. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down. A give to Barkley. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger, but that back remains hungry.
So they'll be set up with a 1st and goal when we come back. It's Eagles ball, and this one looks like it may already be out of reach. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Oh, option play now. He's headed right side. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. Backed up to the 8 here. It's 2nd and goal. Now Barkley. And he barrels across for the touchdown. The Eagles put up even more points in a win. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. He would not be denied that close to the end zone, Brock. I think it might have taken 5 or 6 guys tackling him to keep him from diving across the line for 6.
Certainly a second effort touchdown, no question. The backs who become fan favorites, we've seen it through the generations, and they set the curve for their peers, are the ones who just fight through that stop. It will not be denied of a touchdown.
So following the missed point after, the chance to take his frustrations out on that football as he sends this away. Samuel now to return it. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Oh no, they get him yet again. Darius Slay has it. And the Eagles take over and have it starting out at the 18-yard line. The team total is now up to 5, Brock. 5 5 times they've picked this offense off.
Say it a third time for me, Kate, would you? Twist the knife for all the fans of this offense watching at home.
5 interceptions in one game. You just got to marvel at how well they played in coverage from start to finish.
Yeah, this goes beyond marveling. This goes to best case scenario in their game plan. This is one of those special games.
Space on the right. He's got room. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. From the 39 now after that explosive start to this drive. First down, a run with Barkley. Inside the 30. He cuts it right sideline. There's room to run. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You got to have the cavalry coming. One guy makes a hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on, because one-on-one, he's going to run right through you.
And he's able to fight this down to the 2. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1. We've reached the 2-minute warning in Santa Clara. Eagles on the favorable end of this blowout. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. On the handoff, it's Barkley. It's a gain of 1 big yard, Brock, because that sets him up with 1st and goal. Barkley goes up and over for the touchdown. The Eagles keep running away with this. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground. Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Eagles continue piling onto this lead.
49ers 10.
We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Samuel now to return it. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with McCaffrey. And he'll dive for a little extra yardage, and he's down. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
At the 22-yard line.
Draw play. This is McCaffrey. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. San Francisco calls it 2nd timeout. Still 1 more in their pocket to use. Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down. They stick with McCaffrey. And they'll mark him down there after the dive. Run play only gets back to the line, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Don't laugh at me, Kate. I almost wish there was an actual white flag on either sideline we could see waving in this spot, because that was an easy mop-up for the defense to force 4th and long.
A conversion unlikely, but the offense is going for it. 4th and 13. They take a knee, and that's going to force that defense to burn a timeout if they want to save any clock here.
They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next to that official to signal it in just as that knee goes down. They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next to that official to signal it in just as that knee goes down.
So the Eagles will fly out of here with a road win. And it's not quite a full game shutout, Brock, but keeping that other side off the board in the second half, that sure went a long way towards securing them this win.